Hello everybody, welcome back. I still don't really know how to do these intros very well. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the second entry, I guess you could call them entries, of the music journal. Welcome back, it's so good to see you again. Wow! So this one's already going to be a little different. Last time what we did was we looked through a project file of one of the songs on my album. We're still sticking to that album. We're still sticking to Simple Paradox Brightside. But now I'm going to teach you something else. I'm going to teach you instead of just showing you something. So you can actually like do something with it afterwards. You know, it's cooler that way, I think. But yeah, I'm going to be teaching you the chord progression for my song, Janitor's Closet. Now, I'd like to talk a bit again before we get into the actual video. I like doing little intros for these. First of all, I'd like to say I cut my hair. You'll notice in this video, it was recorded before I cut my hair, so it'll still be quite long. But yeah, what else? Getting back into making videos like these, honestly, it's really nostalgic. Okay, no, not that nostalgic. That's a little too nostalgic. I don't need to go back that far. Anyways, I've been getting really nostalgic, and I've been going back to games that I used to play, and I've been playing those games, and honestly, it hasn't gone as well as I would have hoped. I tried out some Minecraft. Okay. Oh, okay. A dripstone. Ow, 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 oh, oh, shit. That could have gone better. I even tried some Among Us. This is gonna be interesting. Watch, like they don't say any nose? I'm gonna try to speak their language. Apple. Because I think it's bananas. I think it's banana because I said apple last time. And then they started voting for the dude with the banana on his... What did I just fucking say? I think it's green. I think it's green. Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that it's green. Oh, but I'm lime. How am I... Hey, you're checking the rooms. You're gonna kill me. What did I just say? I actually want green to win. Nobody voted for green, that's right. Oh, my boy needs to start killing soon. What are you doing? You know, my boy. Yes. Oh my god. He hit them with a no use strat. No. Green. Gotta admit, if I didn't die on that last round, that probably would have been like one of the best games of all time. Okay, maybe the old games aren't working out. Maybe that's just something for last time. In all seriousness though, if more traditional gaming videos are something you want to see, I'm completely open. They're really fun to do. Especially the Among Us ones. Those ones are crazy, especially with the lobbies you see nowadays. Anyways, back to the main topic. What I would like to mention about this video first, before we start, is that I actually made this for a school assignment, which means two things. First of all, it's very simple. Second, it's kind of made with the idea that you already know a bit of guitar. So some of the chords, specifically one of the chords, is a little complicated. I think it's still sort of friendly for beginners though. They're really easy chords for the most part. And then the third one, it's really in depth, like unreasonably in depth, but you know, I still made it. You know, I made it for an assignment. I edited it completely. I put a bunch of effort into it. So I was like, who cares? Let's post it. And yeah, with that, enjoy the video. I don't have a transition for this, just have fun. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be teaching you all how to play the main chord progression for my song, Janitor's Closet, off my latest album, Simple Paradox, Bright Side. Now, before we get into how to play it on guitar, let's listen to the main progression on the original track. So yeah, those are the chords that we will be learning today. The first chord in the progression is a D major chord. Standard formation, you are going to put your pointer finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, your ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and your middle finger on the 6th string, 2nd fret. And you're gonna strum the last 4 strings, just normal formation, how you play a normal D chord. Sounds very nice. The next chord is a D major 7. Now, obviously, it's very similar to a D, except instead of doing this, you will do this. It's using all the same strings. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to play a D major 7 like this with 3 fingers, but I never taught myself that way personally. I just like to bar it all. It works. It works the same, and it sounds the same. Here's what it sounds like, 3 fingers. Just barring it. It's just a different technique. So yeah, what you're gonna want to do is, if you want to play it the normal way, you put your index finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger on the 6th string, 2nd fret. Or you just use your middle finger and bar them all. Bar the last 3 strings. And it should sound like this, strumming the last 4 chords, just like the last D chord. Even more prettier than the D chord, I think. The next chord we will be playing is a G major 7, if I'm correct. It's, yeah. What you're going to do is you're going to put your middle finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret, your index finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. I should preface with, and then the last thing you need to do is your ring finger on the 6th string, 2nd fret. It should sound like this. If you're a guitarist, you might already know the G chord or already be familiar with it. It is the exact same, except you're just moving your ring finger down a fret, and it sounds very pretty. All the major 7 chords sound extremely beautiful, which is why I use them on the album. Now the next chord is just like the G major 7, except it has a very different name. The G6 sharp 11th. Whoa, that's a big name. And it has brackets. Why does it have brackets? That's weird. Why does it have brackets? Well, it's a bunch of music theory stuff. I'm not teaching you guys about music theory. I'm teaching you guys how to play my song. So we're going to skip over that. What you're going to want to do is you want to keep your first 2 fingers here in the same formation on the first 2 strings. The only thing you're moving is your ring finger. And what are you doing? You're literally just moving it down a string. Same fret, 2nd fret, but you're moving it down a string. So, instead of sounding like this, it should sound like this. Ooh. And then the next chord is
G6.
Very similar. Once again, you're leaving your first 2 fingers on there, but you're moving your ring finger up a fret. You're not moving it at a string like last time. So we're moving from 5th string, 2nd fret to 5th string, 3rd fret. So it should sound like that. The transition should sound like this. Ooh. Now you remember G6 sharp 11th? Well, we're back, baby. So after playing that chord, I think I forgot to say that's a G6. I'm putting up the diagrams anyway, so you'll be able to see. But yeah, after that G6, we're moving back to a G6 sharp 11th. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our ring finger off so we can pluck that open B string, or the open 5th string, however you like to look at it. Congratulations, we just finished the first half of the progression that goes throughout the entire song. But we're not over yet. So, what happens next? Well, the progression loops. So, you play the first 2 chords in the progression as normal for the loop. So D and D major 7, except now we're changing it up. We're moving to an E chord. And if you're a guitarist and you're familiar with chords and all that stuff, you may be thinking, oh, I know an E. It looks like this, and it sounds like this. And yeah, E chord does sound very good, but that's not the E chord we're using for this song. Not today. I apologize. We're using this complicated E chord that looks like this. I don't know why I thought it would be easier showing you guys vertical. It does not help. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to put your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and you're going to want to put your ring finger on the 4th string on the 4th fret, and then you're going to want to put your pinky finger, I know that feels kind of awkward sometimes, but you're going to want to put your pinky finger on the 6th string, also on the 4th fret. It should sound like this. Oh, and you're also only you're also only strumming the last 4 strings, like a D chord or a D major 7 chord. And then, the next chord after that is, I forget exactly what it's called. I forget exactly what the chord is called, but literally all you do is you just lift your index finger off of the 3rd string. So the transition should sound like... I didn't mean to strum a lower note than that, but yeah. And then it loops once again. And that's the first and second half. Congratulations! You just learned the entire main progression. I'm proud of you. Good job there. Even if you're just watching, like that was some good stuff right there, you know? Man. And if you want to hear more good stuff, check out my album, Simple Paradox Brightside. It's under the name Yoshi ZZ. Yoshi ZZ, Yoshi ZZ. I don't know, it's the same thing. It's 2 Zs. Yeah. If you liked how all this sounded, then you'll probably like how those songs sound too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Sample this in your next beat.